guys doing? So, you guys know I have a singular obsession. It might have something to do with, dinosaurs? Me and my husband just decided to wander into a toy store the other day. Found these surprisingly expensive, cheap plastic dinosaurs. I looked at them, I asked my husband, "Man, I wish I had a reason to buy these." And he said, "Art?" And I was like, yeah. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these dinosaurs, put them inside of this bag, pull one out at random, and do art, like my husband suggested. So, I thought you guys would enjoy seeing the creation of art. I'll stop that now. Opening the dinosaurs. I've tried not to look too closely at what's in here for the sake of surprise. There's quite a few, actually. So, let's just open that up. Open up this bag and just shimmy them on in there. Yeah. Look, guys. Dinosaurs. Okay. There's a not dinosaur in this bag. Okay. Oh no, they're spilling. So, do this. Pull the string. Shake it up nice and good. There's something else in here, but I don't know what it is. And I'm gonna pull a dinosaur. And make something. I'm not looking. Trying not to feel around too much. I got one, and it is Toy-Ceratops. It's a really stubby Toy-Ceratops. He's cute though. Do you see anything? Nope. So, we're gonna make a Toy-Ceratops. Guys. I was sure I was going to do traditional art this time. I put out my sketchbook. I started doing some sketches of some different cutie Triceratopsy character looking dudes. Adorable chibi one, a little more realistic one, and then I traced a Triceratops toy for some reason. But instead of doing a painting, I cracked out my iPad and decided to do a 3D model of a Triceratops. The app I'm using is called Forger. It is an app that you have to pay for on the iPad. I don't remember how much I paid for it. Hold on. $10. This is a $10 app. You are able to make 3D models that can be exported and uploaded into things like Unity and other engines for $10. When I first bought it, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna try this thing and it's not gonna work and it's gonna be a lot of money. Oh my god, guys. $10 for this thing. It's super exciting. So yes. Forger. It's pretty intuitive. It's similar to something like Sculptress, but it's for the iPad. It exports to OBJ and a couple other file types, and you can do some pretty cool stuff with it. You can even do some texture painting stuff, which I haven't quite figured out very good yet. But I exported my dude. I wound up doing a body on him, and this is how he looked. The color doesn't transfer for some reason whenever I switch it to my computer. That's something I've got to figure out. But I knew I could do better. So I pulled out my sketchbook again, and with my little Triceratops buddy, I also pulled out my little prompt box of random papers, and I got the word toy. So I got this idea for a super cute, chubby, patched together Triceratops. So, starting again, I started putting together the shapes for a character. Now, one thing I've definitely learned is I plan and create characters a lot better in traditional medium. And I've known this kind of for a while. Whenever I'm doing traditional medium, I can play with and I don't know, my shape language is a little bit better. And this guy, because I drew him again, and I had a little bit better of a stronger idea than just a Triceratops, he looks so cool in the end. Stick with it, please. This is amazing. I'm super proud of this. I've only been using this program for a little while, and there's been pros and cons and kind of a learning curve. All the buttons, there's a lot of things you can do, but they're not really labeled, so you need to do a lot of looking up to figure out what the symbols mean. And there's not a whole lot of tutorials out there about this program. I'm considering making one myself, even though I've never really done tutorials before, because it's a really cool app and you can do some really cool things. I built different parts, as you've seen, and molded them together and created different bits to this guy. And one thing that's really nice is you are able to mirror sides, so I can create one arm and then hop it over so it's on the other side. So you usually only have to sculpt like half of everything, which is super nice. I can stick things together, I can remesh them so that way the pieces fit together. And I don't know, he's chubby, he's super cute. I love how he came out. Yeah, he's cool. But he gets even better. Because once I finished his model and I was able to export him, and honestly, half of me was ready just to stop here and be like, look, I made a chubby Triceratops dude who stands on his hind legs. It's super cute. I'm so glad I didn't stop here. But you can upload it into a thing called Mixamo from Adobe, and as long as it's a bipedal character within reason, you can animate it and have to not deal with doing rigging yourself. And he's so cute and chubby, and I love him, and he brings back childhood Barney memories. But he's doing a trunk walk, which makes me weirdly happy because it's so cute. But I did not stop here. I gave it a day, I came back to it, and I was like, no, you know what? He's supposed to look like a patched together plushy plush. So I went back and started trying to define some more of the shapes. I kind of did a delineation between the different parts. I sat down and made a button. I was weirdly proud of the button. It was kind of more work than I thought it would be. But I know how to make buttons in this now. 3D buttons are a thing that I can use from now on. I separated his little pants and his little mitten, and did some giant stitches. I could have done something more creative than this, but they looked really cute in the illustration and I wanted to make sure I had them for realsies. And he wound up frickin' frack adorable. At this point, if you didn't notice, I figured out how to record on my iPad screen. I didn't know that before. Let me know if you like the looking down at me with the Apple Pencil, or this kind of recording, or a mix of both. So it took me a long time to figure out texture. That was a big part. I think it was a whole different day before I managed to figure out texture. I masked, that's why it's black, all the parts that I didn't want a certain texture in a certain color. And then I actually flipped the mask, so that way I could do the opposite. And what masking does is it keeps a limit between what you're working on and what you don't want to get messed up, which really helps when you're dealing with different textures. I wanted to have kind of a matted plush texture on one part and kind of a knitted texture on the other. That's the difference between the green and the blue part, and I think it's cute. Or green and orange. Green, teal, and orange. Yes, colors. I know my colors. I'm an art teacher. Doing the seams was a little difficult because it's kind of hard to control little bits and things. I'm wanting to get like their proper painting texturing app one of these days. But at this point, again, I thought I was just about done. It was a cute, patchy Triceratops. But I once again got another idea once I finished coloring it. And that idea was to make him 2 dinosaurs sewn together. And he is a Stegoceratops plush. I colored the things on the blue with the green plastic, the things on the orange with the pink plastic, like 2 different toys stitched together, and it brings me a lot of joy. I was looking at it and it needed something to bring back the plushy vibe, so I went in and started doing regular seams of where it would be sewn together and not just Frankenstein together. This really made the biggest difference to bring the cutesy toy together, and it stopped looking like a Frankenstein's monster and just an adorable Frankenstein's toy. Or at least I think so. I want this thing, I want him to exist. He is adorable and I will keep him forever. So I meant to do a painting or something at the end of this, and instead I made this cutie patootie. And I love him and I want to keep him forever, and he looks so soft and cuddly. And yeah, I need work with coloring and I need work with texturing, but seeing as I've only done this program like 2 or 3 other times, this is awesome. But the time that you've all been waiting for. Look at him dance! Look at his moves! He's so cute! I'm gonna keep him forever! My little Triceratops Stegosaurus plush toy Ceratops bro. I love him. As a special treat for you guys, I'm going to actually link a Google Drive in the description with this file. If you want to download him, if you want to put him in Mixamo and have him dance, I'm also going to include some files that I particularly liked of him, like running and dancing and falling. I don't know if anyone else who does video gamey stuff would be at all interested in this, but here, it exists. Take it. If anyone wants to do a better rigging, I have no idea how to do that and I haven't figured it out yet. That's on my to-do list. But I'm proud of this guy. I hope you enjoyed this. It's funny that I went from a toy to make a toy. It was entirely on accident. I'm proud of it. I plan on, at some point in the future, pulling more dinosaurs out of the bag. Let me know what you want to see me make. Do you want to see more 3D character design? Do you want me to go into more depth about what I'm doing with the program? Or how to do a 3D character, even though I've only done this 3 times? I'll tell you what I do. And, or do you want to see paintings or other more traditional mediums? I am open to try lots of new things. The only thing that really limits is I want to pull all the dinosaurs out of this bag. And I think there's like 10 of them. So we'll see if we get through the whole bag. I want to, but I can do lots of different things with it. So that's cool. And I love doing dinosaur things. I miss doing dinosaur. I miss doing dinosaur. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I really do. I hope things are going grand. Let me know. In fact, I think I'm going to put a poll. What do you guys want to see? More 3D stuff? More traditional stuff? Or digital art? I don't know. Let me know. I have feelings. You're cool. Thank you. Also, thank you specifically to my patrons. Mom, Dad, Jamie, Hans, Cindy, and Kaze. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to be uploading a lot more of my little character doodads into Patreon so you guys can look at and play with them. So look forward to that. Yeah, and I guess I'll be seeing you all later. Bye!